Kane Vision welcomes in John Barfeld, who is the head softball coach at the University of Tulsa. Unfortunately, you had the rain out on Wednesday against Missouri State, but now you get ready for a big one coming up this weekend. Back into American Athletic Conference play in Memphis. Always important, isn't it?
It is, and Memphis is a good team, and they beat us 2 out of 3 last year, so they definitely have our full attention and respect, and we need to bring our best to beat them.
And let's go back a little bit now. South Florida, you certainly had their attention and they had yours because of what happened last year, and they're a team that was very highly thought of coming in. How did you sweep them down there?
Just, continued playing the way that we'd been playing. We got great pitching, and then our offense got on the board, fairly early in all 3 games, and they struck first, and our team is just playing with a lot of confidence right now, and the confidence is just, how that just kind of goes throughout the entire team in all phases of the game. And so, we're just playing real well, and a lot of it has to do with just because of the confidence factor that we're riding right now. And
of course, your most confident pitcher is Emily Watson, the 4th time she's been named the American Athletic Conference Pitcher of the Week. What's she doing well right now?
Well, she's being real economical and aggressive with her pitches. And so she's getting ahead of hitters. You can tell that other teams know that. They're swinging early in the count. But the thing about Emily is she's got such good stuff that when we notice that a hitter's going to be real aggressive on her, we have different options that we can do to counteract that as well. And so, in the past, she would probably average, between 120, 130 pitches a game. She's staying under 100 pitches and throwing shutouts, and so she's just putting away hitters, via the strikeout in 4 pitches, generally speaking, and then or they're putting the ball in play in the first couple of pitches. So it saves a lot of pitches on her, and that's kind of what's been happening with hitters because they're attacking her earlier and she's being aggressive on them.
And perhaps the most positive aspect coming out of the weekend was Lexi Blevins. Mm-hmm. She throws a shutout for you. How important is it for her to get going?
Oh, definitely important, because in conference I've never been a coach that's going to try to pitch one pitcher 3 games in a row. And so, we were still had some questions going into that series, figuring out, okay, how are we going to get through this 3rd game? But Lexi stepped up and, pitched so brilliantly that we didn't have to worry about anything else.
Okay, so now your team is playing with a lot of confidence on a winning streak. You just got to keep it going. I know there's a consistency aspect, and obviously Memphis is a big challenge for you at home on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday then, right?
It is, and in this game, nothing hardly ever stays the same. And so you just have to, you ride the wave for as long as the wave can take you. And that each game is different. It doesn't necessarily matter what you did in the past, except for the confidence in the minds of our players. And so we've lengthened our lineup. We're striking from the bottom of the lineup. One of the games in South Florida, most of the production came from the hitters 5 through 9. And so we've got some hitters down there that are just really letting the bat head fly. And in the past, they were trying to muscle up and make their hands real fast. And it's the bat head that you want to fly through the zone. And we've got some hitters that are doing that in the bottom of the order now, and it's really paying some dividends.
And it's easy in softball to have a front-loaded lineup or a lineup that has 2 or 3 players that produce all the results for you. But what I have to believe you're happy about is the balance you have from 1 to 9 mm-hmm. in terms of your attack, right?
Yeah, you look at our RBIs and you look at our hits and things like that, and RBI production. We don't have anybody that's up there in the leaders, but then we've got 7 or 8 that are in double digits. And so just having that balance throughout, and it showed up this weekend. I don't think anybody had more than 2 RBIs in the entire weekend, but we scored a lot of runs.
Well, it's Friday, 5 o'clock, Memphis. Then the Saturday game is at 2 o'clock, and then at noon on Sunday. Coach, good luck. Keep it going.
Yeah, we will try, and that's for sure. And there's rain forecast for Sunday, so it's possible that we may have to push Sunday's game into a doubleheader on Saturday. So be looking for that announcement, as a possibility.
Yeah, so stay tuned. TulsaHurricane.com will have all the latest details if there is a weather-altered situation. Coach, good luck.
All right.
John Barfeld, University of Tulsa softball.